Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 6-month crypto challenge. After a short break there, we need to give the main guy a few days rest. Much needed rest. Crypto has been going sideways, but showing some promise. Here to go over the portfolio and give you a small update, it's Mr. Techie.
Hello, good evening. God, it feels like it's been so long. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good day to you and you and you and you. Welcome everybody to day 50. It's a monumental, significant day, I should say, of the crypto challenge. And as you guys can see directly in front of me right now, I'm gonna wait and see how long it takes till somebody notices. If I could find my mouse, which is across several monitors. There we go, I found my mouse again. As soon as somebody notices what is up, then you will win a prize. I don't know what the prize is yet, but you will win a prize. I decided to make it a little bit fun this time. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna see now. We're gonna see who pays the most attention. Thank you very much, Crypto Romeo, for the great introduction. Good evening, everyone joining us. We've got Jeff, who's listening in. We've got Grizz as well. Crypto Romeo, as I said, with a great introduction, and of course the rest of the team helping to moderate the chat and look after everything. Yes, I am alive. I'm perfect. I'm fine. I just needed a few days break. Crypto going to, Bitcoin going sideways. I said to you guys, I'm not trading. And, it's a little bit tempting when you're not trading and you're still watching Bitcoin and you're like, should I go in? Should I go in now? My precious. No, so it's, yeah, so we kind of left it. So I'm going to wait and see who notices this first. And if you think that you've noticed it, then you put up something. I don't know. You put an exclamation mark and a question and a mark and everything, and say, "Techie, I know the answer." And if you get the answer right, you will win a prize. I don't know what the prize is yet, but I will choose a nice, interesting prize for you. Whoever notices what is wrong with the screen right now. I know the answer. I think. Nyquist, go ahead. Go ahead, Nyquist. You can tell me what you think. There is something up with the chart. There is something up with something I don't know. And Nyquist is saying replay mode. What about replay mode? Oh, there is a replay mode thing there, isn't there? Oh, that's interesting. But what about replay mode? I don't know why that's on the screen actually. What is up with Bitcoin? What looks wrong here? What looks wrong on my screen? You're back in time. Nyquist got it right, everyone. Nyquist did get it absolutely right. This here is not Bitcoin right now. This here is Bitcoin back when we dropped down to 6K. And that is very well spotted. Very well spotted, Nyquist. Boosted Trav coming in saying we missed the bottom. No, we didn't miss the bottom. We didn't miss the bottom. It's perfectly fine. So yeah, let's just see now how Bitcoin went on its journey. We'll watch Bitcoin as it moved along and as it did its stuff, and then we'll see where actually Bitcoin is right now. Thank you very much, Nyquist. You have won a prize. I will keep it in mind, and once I've decided what the prize is, then we can send it over to you. I don't know. We'll have to see. There was always. You guys don't know this yet. Since there's only a few of you watching, I can tell you guys, and then you can keep it to yourselves and not share it. But the challenge funds, although I'm putting in my own money into this, there was always the plan that towards the end, that some of the funds get allocated to startup funds for other people to follow along with the challenge. Some of it goes out to prizes for people, not for them to keep the money, but for them to make a donation in their name to a charity with the transaction IDs and everything. And some of the money was just going to go on to other good causes. Obviously, I keep some of the money. I'm not going to give it all away. But that was part of the original idea. So we'll have to see, Nyquist, what prize you get out of that. or what price maybe even in the interim that we can give you, you know, and then yeah, and then we'll see. Maybe you get a special color on the server or something, you know, for somebody who's really paying attention. Why is it frozen? 8364 below EMA. I'm eating ice cream or we already won. What was the question? Volume. Invest in knowledge. Concentrate on winning trades and not the money. Money is simply a bonus. Those are very, 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 very wise words coming out of Powell. Very wise words indeed. Thank you. That is actually something that I was going to talk about today, guys. And I know it's been a few days. I do apologize to those of you who I kind of broke your routine a bit. Yesterday was absolutely accidental. I was watching a TV series after having dinner, and essentially then what happened was I kind of got a little bit tired, and I was like laying there on the sofa, and I was like, okay, the stream's in about an hour, and I was just like, oh, okay, no. And I slept on my phone, and obviously then people were like sending me messages, people were sending me DMs, so I think somebody even tried to call me via somewhere else, and people were like, the stream techies, they're a stream today, and I was just like that's my phone vibrating, by the way, and I just, you know, I just completely knocked out. So I do apologize about yesterday, guys. Obviously, by the time I woke up, I wasn't going to come on and be like, hello, guys, Bitcoin. No. All right, so let's have a look then. Let's see what Bitcoin has actually been doing. Why did I go back to this period here? And what is the significance about this? I haven't made a single trade in... oh, God, how long has it been? Feels like it's been a long time. It's been a long time. It's been a long, 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 long time. Yep. I haven't made a trade in quite a few days. I want to talk to you guys about why earlier on today I came onto the server and I said to people, right now is a no trade zone. I said no trade zone between 8,800, okay, and I believe I said 8,600. Okay, so these here are our two lines. Let's make them a different color. Let's make them pink so that they stick out quite a lot. And you guys can see here now, okay? So I said this here is a no trade zone for me. This here is nothing. Jack diddly squat, okay? Now let's follow these lines back, okay? And you can see that here, during the major fall, we had something going on. As we were coming down from here, we had two bounces around this area here. Coming back further in time as well, we had this section here where again we had some major movement, something changed in the market. Again, as we were coming up here just around this area, again we moved. There's a lot of action that has historically happened. I didn't look any further back, so let's explore it together. No. But like when we were climbing, that was like, you know, that was like the guy just got a brand new Jeep and he just learned that he can drive up hills in it. So let's not even look that further back. Let me just clear my throat a second. Hello. There we go. Much better, isn't it? Okay, so that is why today I decided, you know what, I'm not going to trade. When Bitcoin started dropping, I was happy. I have to admit to you guys, I was happy. And then we entered into this zone here and I was like, maybe not such a good idea. Maybe not such a good idea. Ooh, hello. We have someone who's joined us today, Until 1 Mil. Hello, Until.
Hi, man. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you.
It's okay. I just heard a strange voice come out of nowhere, and I was like, "Ooh, is there a ghost in my office?" Or not a ghost, but yeah, you guys know it's weird with me. Yeah. So this here is essentially my personal no trade zone. You know, when there's been so many points previously within this area, I believe maybe it even comes down to 8400, where there's previously been major essentially trend reversals that can last days. We're looking at the hourly candles right now. Okay, so then if we calculate from here back up to the peak there, we're talking about a day and a half. Okay, so generally we can hover in this area here for, you know, up to a day. We can be within this area playing around, and generally we can either continue the trend that we were going on, i.e. here we were going up and continue the trend, or, you know, here we started to come down, bounce around, and then reverse, go up and come back down. So personally for me, I have this as a no trade zone. And it was also no trade zone for the very reason that I haven't made a trade. I didn't trust all of this stuff. And you guys know that I've been working on my crazy insane theory that one day could potentially just turn out to be you know, the musings of an insane trader. But I shared this on a TA server earlier, and I essentially identified, using the theory that I'm working on, these key areas within the charts which I identified as they are the ones that would be corrected. Okay, so if you're looking at the chart on a live view right now, you could see very much that this area here would have been corrected, this large green with this red here would have been corrected, and this whole section here would have been corrected. And what you would have resulted with if you had done the corrections is you would have resulted with a trend line, almost perfect trend line. Seriously, this whole channel just goes up almost perfectly. We had a couple of false breaks above, and I believe one false break below, and you would have ended up just with this channel, and then we finally broke out and broke down out of that channel. Now there's a lot of people with bullish TA, there's a lot of people with bearish TA, there's a lot of people with naked TA. What do I mean by naked TA? Naked TA is a new term that I'm trying to introduce into crypto when somebody is neither bearish nor neutral, neither bearish nor bullish. I don't like the term neutral. Neutral is kind of, it's like Switzerland. In trading, you are not Switzerland. You are either bearish, bullish, or naked. And naked just means that you're willing to put on whichever coat or jacket or hoodie you feel is good for that period of time. So I am personally still bearish. I don't believe this 3K, 2K, 1K. Yeah, someone is saying, I heard it's sheepish. Yeah, it could be sheepish. It could be sheepish as well. Yeah, we could call it sheepish. I'll just keep calling it naked, because so again, I covered with you guys why I did not believe this was the bounce. Okay, did I realize that it could have gone this high? No. How high did we actually go? Well, look, we can draw a very clear line right here. Okay, we're going to ignore a couple of the wicks. Okay, we're going to ignore those wicks simply because those wicks were false. We're looking at the hourly right now. Those wicks were attempts to get above the line, but they failed because the candle closed below that line. So we had major resistance around the 9,050 to even 9,100 mark, you know, where the wicks, the candles entered into that area, into that region, and failed to close above, meaning that they were very weak attempts. And then we had the reversal and we started coming down. Now, we got all that out of the way. What does this mean? Techie, what the hell is going on? Why is the challenge still in Tether? Do I still stay in Tether? Do I buy into alt? What do I do? I'm going crazy. My best advice for you guys, okay? If you are itching, you know, if you've really got that itch and you can't help it, you have to trade. You really have to trade. Otherwise, you're going to go absolutely insane. Then my advice to you is to trade, but trade cautiously. Okay? I'm not going to tell you guys don't go and trade. I'm telling you what I'm doing. Okay? I'm not trading. This is a no trade zone for me. If you really feel the itch and you see an opportunity, trade. But again, we've covered this before. I know a lot of you guys haven't seen it before. You have to set up this alert. What is this alert? You come over to the 3-minute chart, okay, and you have to create it on the 3-minute chart, otherwise the calculations will be off. You come up here, you click set alert, you come down, you choose moving down percent, 1% in 2 bars, you tell it once, okay, so you tell me once as it happens, or you can tell it once per bar, whatever, if you want it to repeat, okay. You set an expiration date for some time away in the future. You tell it, show me a pop-up, play me a sound for at least 5 seconds. Don't do once, because if you listen to it once, this is what it sounds like once. That ain't shit. That you're not going to notice that with all your Facebook Messenger and YouTube videos and stuff coming in. Okay, so you want it going for at least 5 seconds. It'll go. You want it to send you an email, and then you click create. Why? And what does this do? While you are trading, you don't need to keep an eye that close on Bitcoin. Okay? You should keep it open somewhere, but you don't need to keep that close of an eye on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin is about to move down and it starts to move down on the 3-minute candles, then you have a good enough chance. How much is 3 minutes? Well, if we take from here down to there, see, even that one wouldn't have been enough. Okay, then you change this. No, I don't want to stop it. I want to edit it. Change it to 0. Let's do 0.5 since you're on the 3-minute. Okay, so you modify that now. 0.5, 2 bars, 0.5. It will send you an alert. What do you do once you get that alert? You come, you check Bitcoin out. The first things you look at, you don't look at the candles. Okay, if you see red on the candles, you're going to panic, you're going to shit yourself, and then you're going to have a big mess to clean up. Okay, you come and you look at RSI. Don't look at the candles, you look at RSI. Is RSI up here, or is RSI down there? Okay, if RSI is down here, don't panic. It's okay, you're close to the bottom. What does that generally mean? You guys know what RSI means. Here's RSI at the bottom, look what happens after. Here's RSI at the bottom, look what happens after. Here's RSI at the bottom. And again, I can repeat this over and over again, but it's like, you know, there's no point in saying that. So if RSI is at the bottom, you don't exit your positions yet. You monitor it. You see where Bitcoin is going. You then move on from looking at RSI to looking at MACD. Okay, MACD is down here at the bottom and it's starting to head upwards. Okay, MACD is here at the bottom, it's starting to head upwards. Okay, I'm safe. However, if your alert goes off and you come on and Bitcoin is red and RSI is up here or in the middle somewhere and it is coming down, then you start to think, I might have to exit. Okay. How do you choose when to exit? You look at RSI, it's in the middle, it's coming down. You look at MACD, if it is anywhere above this center line here, you need to play it a little bit more cautious. Okay, again, I'm looking at the 3-minute chart, guys. This is all done on the 3-minute chart. You come through, you look, you analyze, you say, okay, I can clearly see that Bitcoin was going up, okay, as it shows in RSI, it started to turn and it started to come down now. We're still quite high up in RSI. There's a lot of room to go down. There's a lot of room to go down before we're oversold. That means that there is potential for Bitcoin to really take a big drop. Okay, like this one from up here. This was in the middle, took a massive drop down. You start to plan your exit strategy. Immediately you go over to your alt. You check out how your alt is doing. Okay, is your alt all the way at the bottom? Is your alt all the way at the top? What did you buy in at? If you exit now, are you exiting at a loss or are you exiting at a profit? If Bitcoin goes down 3%, 5%, okay, in the space of the next hour, will you be at a loss or will you be at a profit? You go back and you look. Last time BTC dropped that much, you look on the calendar, you use this bottom bar here. It tells you the date and time. You look last time BTC took that size of a drop and you go, ah, okay, it didn't drop so much here. So if I care about Satoshi value, I might just hold on for a little bit longer. Essentially, you cover your ass, but do not panic, okay? Don't panic. I've seen a lot of people panic recently, and I do apologize maybe if some people got that impression from me that as soon as BTC starts dropping you should just exit everything and that's the end of the world. Don't. Because if the BTC started to move down here, okay, or for example this section here, if you saw BTC move down there but RSI was all the way at the bottom and you decided to pull out there, you are going to kick yourself, because immediately after BTC starts going up. Do you guys see what I'm talking about now? This is your exit strategy. If you want to trade alts, you got to have an exit strategy. If you want to trade anything, you got to have an exit strategy. Okay? So please, make an exit strategy for yourselves. I've told you the basics about it. You will each have your own way of having an exit strategy, but ensure that you have one. Unless, of course, you're trading leverage, at which point you don't have an exit strategy and you are simply at the mercy of Bitcoin. And so you need to prepare yourself to be sleeping on a cardboard box soon enough. Okay? Now, two important lessons. And let's go into Notepad here. Okay, lesson number 1. God, I forgot what the lessons are now. Shit. Let me read some questions and some comments. Sorry guys, I did ignore them a little bit. Loopy Lou, this isn't a signal stream. No, this isn't a signal stream. Who's asking for signals? Which coins should we start to study now in preparation for bounces? I don't know. I don't know. I am not looking at altcoins, guys. I am not looking at altcoins. I'm not trading, so there's analyzing an altcoin right now. I'm not a TA guy. If you want TA, you can check out Until 1 Mil. He's here with us. Hello, Until. You can send him a message. You can check out, ask him about an altcoin, or you can go back and watch his previous stream that he did a few days ago. Go and check up on the coins that he mentioned. See if they followed the pattern. See if they entered the buy zones. You know, if he said that it has potential for XYZ. Bitcoin is practically been going sideways. You know, it hasn't really made that much of a major move. If you consider the massive pump that we had and how it's actually been moving, altcoins are going up. I could Nano. I don't know. I haven't seen Nano in about a week. Let's check out Nano.
Let me just add something.
Go ahead.
To altcoins. Look, I haven't been trading altcoins, almost none. I've been trading on BitMEX. I don't think right now it's still the time to buy altcoins. If Bitcoin is coming down, altcoins will dump even more, and Bitcoin will increase its dominance. The only time that you want to buy altcoins, it's when they are at their lowest. What you can do is you can go and check what are the news for altcoins in the next week, and see which coins are at a good buy zone, and then buy there. There's a video that I did about how most channels do signals, and you can check that video and apply that to your trades. We did that with mods. It pumped from 21 to 36. We did that with Aeon, Nano, and there was another coin that I can't remember right now. But if you want to buy altcoins, if you really want to buy and that's it, you can do that. But it's very risky right now. Okay, you really don't want to decrease your BTC value by going on a bad alt. Okay, maybe just throw some money into BitMEX and start playing with 2 times leverage, and do that instead of going in on alts for now. And I'm not saying that there aren't good options in the market to invest. There are, but it's risky. Okay, it's almost as risky as trading at 100 times leverage on BitMEX. So just caution when trading with Bitcoin like this.
So I'm going to give you guys here an example. This here is Nano. I just chose a random coin that's been spoken about and has had a lot of good movement recently. Thank you, Until, for sharing that. This here is Nano. Okay, and right now I've put Bitcoin on top of it. You guys can see Bitcoin right there. Bitcoin's up here, and this is Nano. Do you guys notice the patterns? or maybe I need to explain them a little bit more. You had a big drop here, you had a big drop there. Okay, you had a big rise here, yeah, you had a big rise here. You had a go up and down, you had a go up and down. You had a bump, you had a bump. You got to understand something, that a lot of coins, although they will be doing their own pattern when you look at them simply on their own, they are in fact very close to how BTC is moving. And as a result, if you are in an alt and BTC decides to go down 3%, the drop of the alt is going to be more extreme. Okay, let's just take any point here. Let's go with this section here, for example. So we're going to zoom in there. Let's just enlarge that there. So here, this here dropped 7% in the space of 2 hours. I'm looking at the 15 minutes. Okay, 7% in the space of 2 hours. Now, if I come back, this here, as you guys can see at the bottom down there, that's 2103 at 6:30. 445. So now then, if I come here to BTC, USD on Bitfinex, there we go. And what date did I say? 2103 at 45 here. So we're looking at this drop here, and we can switch off the overlay there. So, and we went through this calculation once before with you guys. Bitcoin dropped 4% and the alt dropped 7.5 or 7%. Okay, it doesn't equal 11%. It will equal to about 10% overall drop. But to be caught out with this 10% drop on your value, it's not a nice drop to have. And this here was a minor drop. You know, this wasn't what happened earlier, where in the space of a few hours we literally went down almost 6% on Bitcoin, and therefore we went down significantly more on a lot of alts. You just gotta have an exit strategy. You gotta have the alerts, guys. Don't trade without alerts, okay? If those of you who come here and want to listen to me and follow exactly what I trade, and you're looking for signals and you don't care about anything else, I will tell you right now, my only one signal right now: don't trade without alerts. You put as many of these bad boys as you can. They're free, okay? You just put them there and you put as many as you can, because these guys will save your ass, okay? You use the moving down, not moving up, not crossing up, crossing down, greater than, less than, or no. You just put moving down in percentage, and this here will alert you when Bitcoin is falling, okay? Now, which alts are good? Lots of alts are very, very tasty. Lots of alts right now are very tasty, guys. Okay, you could even start to decide that you want to trade Neo pairs. Why? Because if we go to Neo Bitfinex, okay, Neo is essentially larger movements. Okay, Bitcoin was, I can't remember, 6.5 whatever percent, 4.5%. Neo is larger movements. So if Bitcoin's going to move up, you can gain more money than if you were in Bitcoin. You got to keep everything relative. You got to watch your asses, because a few people have been caught out. Okay, and there's no shame in that. There's no shame in that at all, guys. I get caught out. Everybody gets caught out. The best traders in the world get caught out sometimes. So if you're going to trade, do this. Let's move on. The lessons. 2 important lessons. Okay. I've noticed that a lot of people are focusing on the dollar value. Okay. And so let me enlarge the text here. Just so that then you guys can see things a little bit clearer. Let's go like that. Oh yeah, dollars. A lot of people are focusing on the dollar value. Okay, and I think this is why a lot of people are eager to make money. Let me tell you guys something. I do this full time. Okay, this trading is my primary source of income. In fact, it's generally my only source of income. And for me to go for 2 months in a bearish market, yeah, I do still make some gains here and there, but I obviously not making anywhere near the gains that I was making in December or even earlier than that. You got to keep one thing in mind. If you focus on the dollar value and you set your targets and your aims to the dollar value, you will always be restricted to that dollar value. Okay, there's an interesting video. I'm gonna have to find the link for it and then I'll post it. Probably be tomorrow. But it's a guy. It's a video that I watched a long time ago and it came up. In fact, we can just quickly search for it here, and then you guys can learn how to search on YouTube. Why most traders won't make $100,000, whatever. There we go. This guy here. No, thank you, YouTube. I don't want a stupid advert. YouTube loves to give me crypto adverts. There we go. Okay. It's a shitty quality video. It's got shitty audio, but the message is gold. Okay. It's called "Why Can Most Traders Make $1,000 but Not $100,000?" And it came across in my rewatch, my YouTube. You guys can tell I haven't been trading when YouTube is suggesting that I rewatch videos. And it came up in my rewatch part of YouTube. It's a very interesting video and I suggest that you guys go and watch it, because as soon as mentally, and again, remember guys, I love psychology. Mentally, when you attach a dollar value, and not just a dollar value, but when you start to attach a real life value, okay, to your money and to your trades, that becomes a limiting factor, because in your mind, when you start to think, if I make $500, I can get that new TV. Or, I only need $450 till I can get the latest PlayStation. Or, $850, oh, that Samsung. Yeah, if I make a few trades, I can get that Samsung. That, in essence, then becomes your limiting factor. Okay? Your mind, you are programming your subconscious to just reach that target there. And as a result, once you get closer to the target, your decisions and the way that you make your decisions alter. Okay? It's a natural fact of life. When you set your aim too low, the closer you get to your aim, the further away it gets. Sounds stupid. The closer you get, the further away it gets. What the hell, techie? Blah, blah, blah. Listen. The closer you get to your aim of making that $700, $800, $1,000, the worse your decisions are going to be, because your brain is not trying to go over that. It is trying to reach that target. And as a result, you won't make the amazing gains that you really do have the potential to make. And I think someone wanted to add something in there.
Yeah, it was me, because you're completely right in that, and I experienced this. I experienced that in December, when I was almost reaching my goal. And keep in mind, just for the sake of transparency, that I didn't have 1 million in crypto. It was combined with stocks and a couple of things that I could sell at the time. I remember my nickname, I would update it like last 5 Bitcoin until 1 mil, less 4 Bitcoin, you know, just to keep track on it. And those Bitcoins, those final Bitcoins and we're talking about December, which was a huge bull market. They were insanely hard to do, because first of all, I would never risk anything. As soon as I was in loss, I would just stop the trade right away. And yeah, I always had that number in my head, and it was kind of affecting me. After I did that, it was just easy again to trade. But that's I've experienced that, and this is true. If you put a number in your head, you're fucked.
Yeah, just subconsciously. It's your subconscious. It's that part of your brain that you think that you cannot control, but in actual fact, you control it more than you know. You are telling it, I want to get to there. And just like a car, just like an aeroplane, it has to decelerate as it gets to that point. Whereas if you set your target a lot further away and you don't care about these smaller targets along the road, then what happens? You can continue that momentum just like an airplane, just like a car, and you keep on pushing your target further and further and further and further. Now, just listen to this video, okay? Listen to this video and follow along with it. I'm not saying, guys, don't follow along with your dollar value. No, it's important. As a trader, you need to ensure and you need to keep track of your performance. If you're having a bad week, or you're having a bad day, or you're having a bad month, you need to analyze, okay? What has changed? Why am I now having this bad month? For example, I had to sit down and I created a list, and I wrote on my list my performance in November, my performance in December, my performance in January, and my performance in February. Okay, what happened in November? What happened in December? What happened in January? What happened in February? And I had to really reevaluate a lot of things of what changed in my life personally. Okay, not in my trading life, but in my life personally, to see how it affected my trading. And in actual fact, February, this is what I had written down. Less walks. Or wallaks, depending where you are in the world. I went out for less walks. Okay? I went out for less drives. I was eating more takeaway. I wasn't doing any exercise. And I literally created this list, and that really helped me to analyze why my performance in February was so shit compared to January, which was shit compared to December, which was great compared to November, okay? Which was great compared to whenever. Go back as far as you want, okay? So, you gotta ensure that you keep track of yourself, okay? I'm not saying don't look at your dollar value. No, look at your dollar value, but don't set a target of 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. In fact, he says something in there, which I have said on here. You need to track your percentage, and you don't have just a goal, you know, of, yeah, that's it, I'm going to reach this amount and that's it. Okay. You got to just track and just set your aim. Just set your aim far away and work hard to get there, and realize and celebrate whenever you make a monumental trade. Okay, there's a lot of people, and I've said this before, guys, on Mind Week. Okay, when you make an amazing trade, what do you guys do? Come on, someone must know the answer to this. When you make an amazing trade, all right, I want to see now whether people actually listen or whether you. Sorry, wait, I didn't hear that.
Go to the refrigerator and get a beer.
Go to your refrigerator and get a beer. Yeah, you take a break. When you've made that epic trade, you take a break. Or you don't look at the charts. You walk away. You leave it. Bush. Done. You can even stop for the rest of the day. That's it. Chill out. Complete. What do you do when you make a bad trade? You do the same shit. You leave the trade on the screen and you walk away and you do something else. I made a bad trade a few days ago, guys. I talk frankly with you guys about my wins and my losses. Okay? I made a trade. I was leverage trading. I got caught out. I got liquidated. Do you know what I did? I got liquidated for a substantial amount of money. Do you know what I did? I went out, okay, and I laughed my head off. I was like, Techie, you stupid idiot. Anyway, let's see what we can do. Let's find a comedy film. Let's have a drink. Let's chill out. Let's just, it doesn't matter. You lost the money. You lost the money. It's okay. Tomorrow's another day. And that's it. Okay? Read Lord of the Rings. No, not quite.
Say I had a similar experience this weekend where I got my ass liquidated, except I had spectators when it happened.
Oh.
My wife was watching as I got eaten up. And
Yeah.
yeah, that was pretty awkward, but you just move on. I was a little bit sweaty at that point, but you just gotta pick yourself up and move on.
That's it. That's all you got, guys. Don't. I see a lot of people. I've seen a lot of guys. I haven't really been active trading, and I haven't really been active on the server the last few days. But I've seen a lot of people come in and not just on this server, on a lot of other people's, on a lot of other servers. If you didn't make it, just move on. It's okay. Crypto is the land of opportunities. It really is. Today, honestly, genuinely, today. This was the freaky thing, okay? Today, right up here, I saw these candles. I just happened to be glancing over at Bitcoin. I saw these candles, okay? And I was like, now would be a great time to short right over here. I feel it's going to go down. I believe in miracles, you know? And I didn't. I thought, nah, you know, it's fine. I'll just wait. I'll just chill. It's okay. I'm not trading. It's in my no trade zone. And we dropped. And I was like, oh, that was a good call. Right, that was a good one. I would have made some money there, but you know what? It's okay. It's cool. And you got to get into that attitude, guys. There's a million opportunities in crypto. Don't rush. Don't rush after the opportunities. Okay? Don't rush after them. There's a lot of cultures and there's a lot of wisdom and there's a lot of teachings, whether spiritual or cultural or psychological, that tell you not to focus on rushing something. Something will come. It will come and it will present itself to you when you are ready, and you will be able to take the opportunity. Okay, whether it's a trade, whether it's a business opportunity, whether it's buying a house or buying a car or whatever it is, an opportunity will present itself when the time is right, and you will be able to ride that opportunity to its fullest potential. So if it doesn't come, it's going down, doesn't matter. It will go down again and it will come back up again. So don't worry, relax. Got some questions. Let me just quickly answer them. Yago saying, how positive are we still on the 250 goal for the rest of the challenge? It's going to be a little bit tough. It's going to be a little bit tough, but I reckon we could still make it. We may be over by a few days, but it doesn't matter. Question. YouTube has many analysts. How should I determine if they are good? Very easy answer. You don't follow one analyst. You don't follow 2 analysts. You don't follow 10 analysts. What you do is that you take the knowledge that you know that you have learned through doing the challenge so far, and there will be more stuff coming along, and you watch some analysts and you try to copy what they did. Now, if it makes sense to you, then you trade based on it. If it doesn't make sense to you and it's all gobbledygook, then you don't trade based on it. What the hell does all this mean, Techie? Too many people trade without knowing why the hell they're trading. You're trading blind. If you don't understand why that analyst was putting these beautiful lines going like this, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you guys, you can see the alert right now, Bitcoiner. You've got to cover your ass. If you don't understand what these lines are, then you don't know how to react if something else changes. If something changes in the market and their prediction doesn't work out, you don't know how to react. That then puts you between a rock and a hard place. Because then you're going to go out searching for another analyst who says something different and their interpretation is completely different. Just go find someone who can speak and explain things as they are doing them. Okay? They can say, yep, look here, that to that, that to that, that to that. That makes sense because of A, B, C. This is done because of 1, 2, 3, X, Y, Z, do, re, mi, whatever it is. Find an analyst that makes sense, follow. Follow an analyst that can explain things, follow. Find an analyst that has a good enough surrounding of people around that if you ask a question, what the hell does he mean by doing A, B, C, D? And someone can turn around and say to you, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Then you can follow them. However, if you find an analyst who just talks and is like, yep, this is going up like that, and that's going down like that, and this is going to here, yep, okay, then right here, that's it. This exact point right here. You see that there, right, not there or there, right there, okay? If you find someone like that, start to question it. Unless you can replicate and you can understand their results, don't follow it. Right? There's too many blind followers in crypto, and frankly, it starts to bother me how many blind followers there are. So that's my advice. Are you expecting Bitcoin death cross and MACD 50 and 200? I don't know. I don't know what I'm expecting from Bitcoin right now, to be frank. I know it's going to go down. My gut right now is telling me, Techie, this shit here, this was the top, and it's going to go down. I write summary of each month in crypto goals, days from the next one really helps me with perspective. That's very good. Maybe you can share sometimes, KRS. Maybe you want to share some of the stuff that you've written out and how they've worked out and what you've learned, and then other people can learn from it. Nike is saying my alert just went off. If we're under 20k by the end of the challenge, put it all on 100% times bet, and maybe we hit our goal. Okay, this is hitting home a little too closely. No, guys, if we continue in a bear market for a while, and there is a large possibility right now, frankly, guys, I will tell you guys frankly, just news from other markets and stuff, and people that I know in other markets and various other places, there is potential for, and I've mentioned this to you guys before, there is potential for there to be major chaos in the financial markets in 2018. It's been 10 years since we had our last recession, and the way that the global economies have been going, that there is major potential for a global recession this year. What does that mean as a trader? It means one of two things. Crypto may either see a lot of investors moving over to crypto as an alternative to them riding out the shit in other markets. That is number one. That could potentially happen. More serious investors equals to more greater movement. Or B, the other option is that crypto markets will suffer just as much as the other markets. And anyone who's traded or has been a trader or in the financial industries during the last recession will know what shit goes on there. Which one's going to happen? I don't know. I'm not. I don't have a crystal ball. Despite what people think and say, I don't have a crystal ball. I have a bald head, but it's not shiny enough to give any predictions yet. I know Until 1 mil is. Until, do you want to share maybe your thoughts about Bitcoin and what's happening? If you would be so kind, 1.5 Ether again. That was the agreed rate, wasn't it?
Okay. Sorry, what?
Bitcoin. Your view on Bitcoin and how and kind of maybe the shorter to longer term, not the shorter term, but I mean the mid to long term.
Let me open up something here.
Because yeah, it's Until has experience in other markets as well. It's actually where most of his experience comes from. Is from other markets, and it's always good to get the insight of a trader from, a professional trader who's done this as their career for quite a few years, and not just a crypto trader in a sense.
Let me just give me like 3 minutes, okay?
Take all the time you need. Seth is saying the Dow is down 700 points today. No.
Yeah, the Dow is. Look, I said that you guys have tariffs. You guys can see the Dow. Check the monthly on the Dow, and you'll see the top. Just check the monthly on the Dow.
Oh man.
I think that was mostly because Trump brought up new trade tariffs with China, so they're worried about a trade war.
That is insane. 700 today. Oh.
Recession in 2 years.
Guys, I did tell you guys, okay? I did tell you guys about this, and we spoke about it previously on the stream. Yeah, China is going to start offering petro contracts, okay? It's the first time in history this has ever been done on an international scale. Previously, there was an agreement just solely between China and Russia, which is why over the last few years, the American-Russian relationship has been declining. The very fact now that the Dow has, that's a big hit. 700 is a nice big hit. It's a juicy hit. Okay, I mean this to me is already fulfilling what I mentioned a few days ago. We're getting closer to the 26th of March, which is when the petrol contracts open up, and when that happens, then that's going to be interesting. I take your food saying, how's that 1K to 250,000K challenge going? I heard you guys lost money. Lost money? Didn't lose money. I don't know. Welcome. I take your food. I take it you were bored and you decided to come over and troll a little bit. Yeah, you can troll. Yeah, you can troll. It doesn't matter. Ethereum is down. He will have to raise 3 Ethereum. Oh, no. Don't tell him that. Damn it. Okay. Well,
for the questions, right?
the DAO. This is interesting. I was just speaking with someone yesterday.
And just put the monthly on.
Let's yeah. I don't know why I'm doing it on there. Can we get it on here? No. We want to go to what is the on trading view? Dow Jones. No, this is definitely not it. Let me just stick to here then. Let me just stick to Google. I never did stocks, so I don't really know the correct tickers and stuff like that for it. Third, someone's saying the third one. Let's check it again. Dow. Third one. Oh, there we go. DJI. Yeah, Dow Jones. This here. Let's go to the monthly. No, this isn't it, is it? Is this it? This looks terrible. Holy mother. Let me switch off my my AMAs. This looks terrible. Okay, no comment. Petro 1 won't work. Does China have the military bases in the Middle East like the US to keep their assets safe? No, they don't. But the US has sanctions on a lot of countries in the Middle East and China doesn't. So, okay.
There's also the Sudan too. China got into Sudan.
You guys got to understand something, okay? In the world of politics and the world of finance are very, very closely tied together. And I think I mentioned this before. How does the US put sanctions on a country and why does it affect the country so badly? When the US puts sanctions on a country, they say you cannot use US products, you're not allowed to import US products, you're not allowed to utilize them, you're not allowed to do this, you're not allowed to do that. Including the US dollar. Internationally, historically, buying oil, selling oil, petrol, major commodities has all been traded in US dollars. And as a result, when these countries have sanctions put on them, essentially their whole economy and their whole lifeline is cut off because they cannot use anything that uses the US dollar. That's why when Iran had sanctions put on it, they were screwed because essentially they had oil, they can't sell oil because the only market internationally which they can sell oil on, you have to use the US dollar. That barrier has now been lifted. Those countries are no longer essentially under a sanction because now they can sell their oil or buy their oil, one of the most expensive and valuable commodities in the world, without US sanctions. And the US having military bases and stuff, yeah, they have military bases. The Chinese also have military bases. But when the US has had military bases in various places and then they're gone and they've put sanctions on those places, those guys are still going to be like, okay, well, we'll just go and talk to China. And if you are essentially turning around and saying, but what can they do? You know, they can't do anything because the US has military bases. Then that then becomes under the assumption of the US is going to take military action to enforce that countries don't freely trade with China, which is completely against anything. Regardless, UN, human rights, whatever bullshit, completely against that. So they can't go out and say, if you buy oil from China or if you sell oil to China, we're going to attack you. So, yeah, it's a game changer. Okay, let's just put it like that. It's a game changer. Loopy Lou saying, when will you start trading again? Yeah, this is, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. By the time you learn, the market will be dead. This is a bad method for learning, to be honest. I'm a millionaire. I would not advise this. Take your million, shove it up your ass, go and shit it out, put it down your throat. Just get it over and done with. You're a millionaire. Go back to Zimbabwe, please, with your million Zimbabwean dollars. Thank you. yeah, guys, I'm taking a new approach now. All these stupid people who come on here and put stupid comments. If you're stupid, you're putting stupid comments, you're going to get a stupid answer. I do apologize, guys, if you take it to heart or whatever it is, but I don't have time for that. UN is just US lackey. Okay, I'm not going to get into politics. This isn't a politics stream, but just watch out for when the petrol contracts open on the 26th, because that will be, and if you guys want to research, you can just type in here. Petro 1 2018, and you can read here, expect to begin in 20, how China is about to shake up oil futures, Petro 1, blah, 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 will the dollar survive, dollar remains strong, multi-billion, all these things, okay? Just go and read them, and you can, you can work out what the professional markets are expecting to happen at that point. Yeah, okay. I feel like I went on for quite a while there about that. I do apologize for that, and I do apologize for the squeaky chair. Until, sorry, you did you want to talk about Bitcoin and how it goes?
Sure, I can.
Look,
Look,
open up Bitcoin.
yesterday on stream I said a rally to 9.6 wouldn't surprise me. Only something above that will surprise me. That number is now 9.3. Okay, since it's a downtrend, so this number will just keep coming down the more sideways we go. However, I shorted yesterday. I've already left that short, but Bitcoin does this a lot. If you open the 1 hour, you can see that this is a pattern that we've seen in 9 March and again on 15 March. So this is just sounds like traps. It goes to that downtrend that touches, wait a second. It goes to the downtrend that touches 11.5 and the 17K, and then it comes back down. I believe in people are asking me on DM earlier if I believed in a second bottom at 6. Yeah, I do believe. Is this bottom of 7.3 enough to go up from here? Yes, it is. That's why I've been swing trading and leaving at profit. I have. If I had to guess, if I was going to die tomorrow and I had to leave my money on something, I would leave it on a bearish Bitcoin. I would short it. But long term, definitely bullish. But for now, even it can even go to that uptrend again at 9.3, 9.4, but it will come back down. That's my take on it. Okay, the rest, just don't try to guess it. Just guess the swings and play with the swings. That's it. You can play on BitMEX without leverage. Remember that. Or you can just use USD and go out and go back in. So just do that. Just play the swings. For now, it's going all in on one call. It's or unless you're coming back in 2 months, then leave your money there because it's going to go up in 2 months. But I still think we have like 2 or 3 more weeks of a bearish market.
Okay,
and
guys.
in case
Yep.
we go down, heavy resistance at 8.2, then it will only be at 7.3, 6.9, 6.1, 6.2. Sorry, 6.1. Yeah, 5.2, 4.1, and 4. That's it, and then 2. These are the resistances on the way down. Not that I think we're gonna go there. We're gonna go that low, but we should see also a resistance at 5.8, which is where we got. We have a fib here, so yeah, which is where we got the first bottom. Right now, I'm actually seeing a bullish sign. We're building a support where it was a previous resistance. So let's just wait. I might enter long soon. We'll see.
Okay, and guys, if we do continue in a bearish market, then we may potentially move on to we may do a course, and I'm saying this as a course, not one lesson, not 2 days, not 3 days. I'm talking about 1 full week before anybody even does anything. 1 full week of trading on BitMEX and utilizing low leverage again, keywords, low leverage, in order to still be able to make money during this type of market. It's not happening right now, okay? Please don't go asking me and asking me for tips and stuff. I have a long strategy, and when I mean long strategy, oh shit. I had a meeting somewhere and I left my notebook. I was wondering why I couldn't find anything. I have half of my strategy in front of me. It's a 3-page strategy written out of leverage trading, and I will continue to fine-tune it and fine-tune it and fine-tune it and refine it and redefine it until it comes to a point whereby I feel confident that this strategy will work overall and offer more wins than losses in leverage trading. So if the market does continue like this, then we will potentially move into other ways of making money, you know, so that then we don't just have to suffer the whole time. We have tomorrow, Friday, weekend is weak. TradingView is not letting me use all the indicators on the charts because I'm not a pro. Sign up for the trial.
Do a trial.
You can sign up for a trial, gives you 30 days for free. After that, you know what? This is maybe one of the most important lessons, life lessons, that I can pass on to someone. When it comes to money and making money, you need tools. And if you concern yourself and your energy with how to not pay for those tools, then essentially you're gonna waste your time and your energy and your effort. Now, how much does it cost for TradingView per month? $20, I think. $15 is the lowest plan. $15 in order to have this resource. Frankly, it's ridiculous. It's stupidly cheap. When I was trading Forex many years ago, I think it's like 8 years ago, 9 years ago, I didn't have TradingView. I had some shitty Windows app that had very, very limited stuff. It was slow. You could barely draw anything on it, and that is what we used. So this here is actually a ridiculously cheap tool, and for all tools, guys, I pay for my tools. Why? So that I don't have to worry about them. Why? Because somebody put in the damn effort to make this thing, and I want to give them a little bit of thanks, saying, hey, thank you for making this tool available to me, which helps me multiply my money. Do the trial, check it out, mess around with it. If you can't afford the 20 a month for the first month or whatever it is, that's fine. I know it may be a large expense for a lot of people. I'm not saying to everyone you have to go out and you have to spend that money. No, if you genuinely feel that it hasn't yet generated at least double that amount for you, that's my rule, my personal rule. If I have a tool and it hasn't generated double its worth within a month, then I cancel that tool. Subscription based. If it's a physical tool, then I give it 6 months in order for it to cover its expenses twice. So if it's 1 month, 2 months, and you feel like it hasn't made you the money, then you can get rid of it. Or you can just keep on making other email accounts, and then you just have to go through that hassle. You have to spend an hour every single month making a new email account, signing up again, moving over, putting all your settings, all your preferences, all your charts, all your this, all your that. And then you got to decide, is it worth my hour? Is it worth 1 hour of my time to sit here doing that every single month? Or should I just pay 20 bloody quid and just let somebody else do it? You know, like essentially just, it's there. Invest in your tools, guys. Please don't skimp on them. Okay, it's like skimping on toilet paper. Jeffy has millions, but got no biceps. He's definitely not successful. I just did the trial trading this month, and let me tell you, having multiple alerts for when coins enter your buy zone, yeah, it's a game changer. It's a game changer. You know, invest in your tools, guys. The stream has gone on for quite a while. It's just quite funny considering that I didn't actually have anything really to talk about before I came on the stream. But I do apologize, guys, that we haven't done a stream in a few days. We went on for almost like 50 days without having a break. You know, I had to have a bit of a break sometimes. Yeah, we will do another stream tomorrow. We have on the server, we have Crypto Romeo, who's still here. We have Grizz, we have Jeff, myself, and until I'm just reading down the list. That's I can't actually see it on my screen, so I'm just estimating where it is. We have Crypto Romeo, we have Grizz, we have Jeff, we have me, and we have Until 1 Mil on the server. Guys, we're going to open up quick Q&A if you have a question or you want an answer to either one of us. In the meantime, guys here, does anyone want to share their trades that they have made, be it successful or not successful at any point?
I've done nothing today.
Okay.
Yeah.
You haven't made any trades, Jeff?
Working.
Yep. I know Until's been making some crazy trades recently.
I closed my long at 800.
Okay.
And then I shorted to 555. It was an even number. Very beautiful.
Oh, I love those beautiful. Everyone knows I love my patterns of 2-2s, 3-3s, and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay.
And now I'm
all right.
not going to trade anymore. I'm not going to push my luck. Maybe I'll enter a long if I'm sleepy enough to join in a trade, but for now, I'm not going to push my luck. It was a good day today.
It was a good day. You take your gains of the day and you sleep happy.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing, guys, to not sleep in a trade right now. You know, sleeping in a trade is like when you wake up, first thing you do is you check your phone. You go, you have a coffee, you check your phone. You know, you start really watching, and so it's relaxing to not actually trade at all. I've been relaxing so much, you guys have no idea. Loopy Lou saying, so I am sold. Stream is ending, but would be good to consolidate on which indicators? At some point when you have time to consolidate on which indicators? These indicators. You're looking at RSI and MACD. They're the ones we've covered so far. As well as Bollinger Band. We have covered the basics of Bollinger Band, and I told you guys go and read up what Bollinger Bands are. And then we've also spoken about the moving average. Not that one there, we can get rid of that. We've spoken about the moving average and how that relates to some things. That's the ones that you can consolidate on. Joe saying, I have concluded I am not a good trader. Shut up, Joe. I just want to buy BTC at a low price and walk away. No, Joe, don't say that. You have not concluded that you are not a good trader. That is, I'm sorry, guys. You know me, I'm British. British like to swear. Now I'm really going to swear. Joe, don't be an idiot. You are not. Get that stupid fucking thought out of your head. All right? Seriously, get that thought out of your head. You are a good trader. Okay? You are a good trader. You are a trader in training. You have potential to get better. Never say you are a shit trader. Just say, I have potential to become a better trader. If you say you're a shit trader, you're programming your subconscious that you are a shit trader. Alright? Guys, I could go so deep into psychology, okay, and the programming of your subconscious. And there's a few people who watch the stream who have asked me about books, and I've sent them books. And it's eye-opening what you and your mind can do, okay? How you can program your subconscious. That little thing inside your head that you think you have no control over, you can change it. And it will alter the way that you act, it will alter the way that you react, and ultimately it will alter your reality through the way that you perceive it. You, sir, are a good trader, but you have room to grow. You just want to buy BTC at a low price, walk away and come back in 5 years? That's not a trader. That's just an investor. You got to decide, are you an investor or are you a trader? Do you want to sit there and just leave something in the background and let it grow and never check it and come back in 5 years? If you want to do that, you are an investor, and you decide from now that you are an investor. Okay? You don't come in and you say, I'm a shit trader, but I want to do that. No, if you're a trader, you can come in and you can actively trade and you can actively make money and you can actively change your future. Okay, so please don't use that term, guys. Okay, that stuff really grabs me and infuriates me. I don't like to see people put themselves down like that. Not really successful, but I'm in crypto for 3 weeks. Welcome, Jerome Barema. 3 weeks. If you tell yourself you suck, you've already lost. There's a famous saying, guys, if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its life believing it's stupid. Okay, don't make yourself a fish and don't force yourself to climb a tree. You are a human and you have the potential to gain any skill you want. Some of us, it comes more natural than others. You know what? That's the way the cookie crumbles.
And it's human nature to make mistakes, and it's also human nature to learn from those mistakes, and that's how you become better.
Guys, if I told you...
Chime in on something?
Yeah, of course, sorry.
I have like 7 years experience in stocks. My experience in crypto was I bought Ethereum in February last year. I let it sit. I came back to trade in September. China FUD and then the BTC fork. Every coin I put my money on, and I have a lot of experience. Every coin I put my money on, dumped. So and I never thought I was bad. I just needed to know the market a little better. It's a completely different asset. Once I did, it was all profit from there, and now I'm looking at 4 digits % profit on a weekly basis. So don't think that you're shit. I mean, you're not gonna be able to even trust yourself when doing calls. So just think that you have to get better and invest in yourself, get better, and there's a lot of a lot of knowledge on the internet to learn TA. So just do that, okay? Don't think that you're shit and settle.
Do you know what? I invested into Verge, okay? Before I really understood and before I really started to dive down deep, I invested into Verge. And I picked it up around the 300s, okay? And I rode it up, okay? I rode it up. A lot of people know that I rode it up. I made about 560% profit, I think, when I calculated it. 560% profit on my investment. That's what I made. And then I didn't quite understand it. And then in a very short amount of time, Verge literally kind of crashed down and lost half of its value, i.e. I was still in profit. You know, I'm still in profit, not quite as much, but I believed that I lost a lot of money. And was this a stupid trade? No. Was it stupid to hold on to it and set it at the bottom? No. Do you know what the only stupid thing is in life? The stupid thing in life, the only one true stupid thing in life at which point I will call you stupid, is if you make a mistake and you fail to learn a lesson from it. That is the only stupid thing in life. If you make a mistake and you don't learn your lesson, and then you make the same mistake again and you don't learn your lesson again, and you make the same mistake a third time and you still don't learn your lesson, then you are stupid. But so long as you have the willingness, the drive, the motivation, the eagerness to go out and learn how to not make that mistake again, you are not stupid. Okay? So please, guys, I'm being hard because it's very serious. It's a very serious matter. If you do not learn to control that, and you do not learn to not call yourself stupid, you do not learn to not put yourself down like that, then you will never become a successful trader. That will always be your biggest wall. That will always be your biggest challenge. Being a trader is not about knowing TA and doing this and getting the perfect calls and doing that and only making profit. Being a trader is a state of mind. It's the way that you think. It's the way that you act. It's the way that you react. It's whether you're proactive at times or you are reactive at times. It is how you treat yourself emotionally, mentally, and physically. That is what being a trader is. Having TA, that helps you make better trades. That's fine. But you could have the best TA skills in the world, but if you are shit emotionally, you are fucked up mentally, and you are a wreck physically, you're not going to make profits. And I think any serious trader can attest to how those three things, mental, emotional, physical, they really do determine your success. You guys know why so many traders on Wall Street are considered assholes and don't care and just, you know, that's it. That, you know, people want to avoid them. Because in trading, that's how they have to be. You have to not give a fuck. You have to be ruthless. You have to be what they call cutthroat. Not cutthroat as in you go and you cut people's throats, but no, cutthroat as in the fact and the point that you need to go in there and you need to say, you know what? Done. Out. It's enough. Shit. Fuck it. And you just move on. Alright? I feel like maybe I went on a little bit too much about that. You guys got to remember it's like 1 o'clock in the morning for me and you know, yeah. So yeah, guys, I invest €250 a month in Bitcoin. I try to buy low. If I see indications it goes down, I cash out and hodl on Coinbase and try to buy low again. Yeah, you could do that. Or you could, you know, every month you could choose a different coin and buy into it. You know, so you're not always buying into the same one coin and then all of your investment depends just on one simple thing. You know, then it can move and it can change and it can evolve and you can get different gains in different places and, you know, you can, it's a nice thing to do. Okay. Just reading through, checking, making sure there's no questions here. By the way, who was it that made that comment? I just want to find Joe Huerta. If you're on the Discord server, send me a message, please. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it kind of in a hard way against you, Joe. But just send me a message, dude. Let me chat to you. Let me talk to you. Let me see if I can help you get through that phase of these thoughts that are going through your head. Let me see if I can help you build up your confidence in a way. You know, I'll try and help you out in any way that I can, because I truly believe that you have the potential to be an amazing trader and you shouldn't be putting yourself down like this. So please send me a message. And dude, I'll tell you what, I will give you 10 minutes a day. I will give you 10 minutes a day out of my own personal time to personally help you get through this until you come back to me one day and you say, Techie, I'm an epic trader. All right? And if it takes 2 years, it takes 2 years. If it takes 5 years, it takes 5 years. I will give you 10 minutes of it every day. Okay? So, yeah, I don't want to see you guys talking like that. You know, I don't want to see you guys thinking like that. Yeah, the market is shit. Yeah, we haven't made a trade in a few days. But you know what? We're alive. We're not losing money. The market's going sideways. Other people are making money. That's great for them. We should congratulate them and celebrate for them. We're not making money. That's perfectly fine. Our time will come and we will rock this shit. And we will make so much money. People will be like, holy fuck, where the hell did these guys come from? Okay, and all of these haters and all these trolls, they will all shut up and climb back into their little fucking caves. And we will be celebrating and we'll be chilling. Yeah, okay. Alright guys, our stream has gone on for quite a while. You know, let's, yeah, I think it was a good stream to come back with. And yeah, guys, if any of you are having any, you know, you're having doubts, you're having stresses, you're having whatever it is, send me a message. I'll try and take the time to reply to you and to speak with you. Every day, guys, I am doing voice calls with various people, just answering various questions. You know, I decided that I'm going to dedicate the next 6 months, well, back in February, I decided I was going to dedicate the next 6 months of my life, or at least a large portion of it, to helping you guys, you know, just because I believe that that we all, yeah, there's too much shit going on in this world, and everybody should learn should learn some other skills that nobody ever talks about, and we should all be able to be confident and independent traders, and collectively then we can be a lot stronger than if we were by ourselves. So if you have sent me a message and I haven't replied, I do apologize. I get about 50 to 60 a day. Just give me another bump, you know, just put a comment in there saying, hey Techie, you didn't answer this message yet, and then I can get back to it. So guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click the subscribe button, okay, and activate notifications. If you haven't joined the Discord server, guys, it's the crypto challenge is on its own Discord server. It's a safe place, only challenges on there. We talk, we discuss things, we bring up ideas. It's open ground. Anyone can post TA. You can ask for critique on your TA. You can come out there. Just the key thing, just leave your ego at the door. Okay, it's a non-ego place. There's no egos allowed. You come in, you're friendly, you're respectful, you're nice, you get welcomed. You're an asshole, you say shit, you're gonna get thrown out. It's simple rules, and that's it. So please come in. As Martin says, if you liked it, like the stream, give a thumbs up. Share it with other people that you know as well. It's not too late for them to follow along. We're going to start to move back again. We're going to get into a regular pace, a regular cadence for our streams and everything. And yeah, so thank you very much to Until 1 Mil for coming along and spending some time with us here today. It's been great having someone of greater wisdom and greater knowledge and experience on the stream with us here. Yeah, it's thank you very much for coming along, man. I really appreciate it, more than you know.
I will do this regular thing.
Thank you, man. Yeah, guys. All right, that's it from me and the rest of the team. Have a good night. Have a good evening. Keep an eye on Bitcoin. Set your alerts. Prepare to exit your trades if your alert triggers. I told you guys how to be safe. I basically sat down and had with you guys the conversation that your parents would have had with you when you first started dating and whatever it is. You go forth, get drunk, go out and party, but don't come home past 11. All right, guys.
Stop losses are condoms.
Yep, stop losses are like condoms. You know, just that's it. Just cover your ass. All right, guys. Take care. Good night from myself. Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
Good night.